We should be live. Are we live? Here, this is you. We are live. Okay, chat. This is going to be maybe the most scuffed stream we'll ever do. I have not tested any of the mics. All we have is a camera, 2 mics, and nothing was working on the other computer, so there's no alerts. There's nothing. I don't even have any other scenes. There's 1 scene, 3 sources. And if you use OBS, you know how this works. So this is going to be really rough, but we're going to do a haircut. All we have is a camera, 2 mics, and a dream. Yep, exactly.
That's all you need, really.
So how does the sound? It probably doesn't sound good. One of us is probably blown the fuck out. If that sounds good, I'm going to be shocked.
I put it right
It
here.
actually sounds fine. Okay, Adam, you talk.
Okay, I'm talking. How's this? I feel like you know those big. We should get is like those reality TV shows like Love Island and stuff, and they have the little necklaces that have the little mic on them.
Yeah.
Get one of those. That's what I feel like.
Adam's
right
quiet. Okay, hold on. Let me turn him up because I
now.
turned him.
Talk louder.
No, I can turn you way up. Okay, now talk. Now talk.
I'm talking. Hello. This is fun.
Okay, Adam probably will have an echo because
Oh, because
you can. Is it an echo like a double, or is it echo because like is
what
it?
if I'm over here?
Is it because if I'm all the way over here?
And then she's over there. It's a
Is
double.
it because I muted one of the sources?
At least it was a double for
Yeah.
You also don't need the fluffy thing. It's just for like outside.
But it looks nice.
That's better. Okay,
Let's
so
feel
what you're probably
professional.
hearing is him
professional.
projecting into both of the mics. He's still a
Is
bit.
it better to take it off?
I mean, that's as far as I can turn him up.
What does it look like without the fluffy thing?
You can just pop it off. I think you like.
What? Now it looks like I don't even have a mic. Now I just got a little.
Sounds like there's a bit of a low pass. You're gonna have to use normie words. So yeah,
Okay,
this
Steve
will
Jobs.
be. I just want to be very clear about this. Everything about the stream is going to be unique. I don't even think I have a thing to show like my activity feed.
How's that? Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a good angle.
How are you guys?
Hello.
I'm probably gonna now that we've done this, I'm probably gonna give Adam this mic because
that's even
I
better.
can't hold this. I don't know.
I can be like Jay Leno.
Yeah.
Is he problematic?
I don't know. I feel like he might not be, but there's also a chance. It's muffled a bit. My mic is?
See a yes.
I don't know how to fix that.
Oh no.
That just turned it up a little bit. I don't know if that helped. He took Conan's job. Yeah.
That is problematic.
Chad Leno cancel check. Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna do a haircut today. And the reason why we're doing this is because Adam needs a haircut, but also I wanted to test tech. So this is going to be a stream of you guys being like, this sounds weird, and then me being like, shut up, stop telling me this stuff sounds bad, but then also me being like, how does that sound? So as long as you guys are cool with that.
If I stand up, but be nice about it.
Yeah. Adam is gonna. The rule for the stream, I'm gonna set the precedence, and I'm still gonna get pissed off about it. If it's just the tiniest bit could be better, don't say anything. If it's obviously not good, then tell me. Like, for example, when I watched my stream last night, my mic was blown the fuck out. That was not good. But if it's like, oh, well, the mid-range things should be turned up a little bit. Yeah, audio quality is noticeably lower than normal to me. Okay, that's good.
Just because of this guy?
It might be because of this. Well, this mic is not as good. I think my other XLR cable makes the quality better because this XLR cable is really long. Speak into the mic.
Which one of us?
Who is it for? Does it feel okay?
Sounds great.
Awesome. Okay, LOL, but also does that make it a little bit better? Put the mic in your mouth. What if I put it into my butt? That make anything better? I don't know how to. I'm gonna turn this up a little bit. This might peak it a smidge, but seems like it randomly stops picking up as well. I'm excited to go back and watch the VOD. It's probably not picking up because it's the noise gate is bad, but then when I bring it up right here, which is fine because this is the one my guest will have, so I will just have them hold it right here. Okay, is this a little bit better now that I turned it up? I don't know. Like if I hold it out here, it's probably clipping, but if I hold it right here, it might be okay. I could probably even turn it up more.
Real close, like
Basically,
sexual.
yeah, basically the noise gate, and also I'm not loud.
True.
I feel like it cuts out every now and then. Yeah, I think it's the noise gate. It's better. I think it's a little overblown. Okay. Test, test. Okay. Actually, you know what I should do? I should put the limiter on it. Filters. Oh, I'm just trying to get the mic at a point where it's not peaking, but I put a limiter on it.
Yeah, so if you
Test. There.
you're gonna make it sound overblown without it overblowing.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, if you
Yeah.
put a limiter on it. The limiter is not gonna do what you want it to do.
No, it's just peaking. I mean, you can help. I just don't know. Are you also shaving a beard? Yeah, I'm shaving Adam's beard off.
There's a lot there.
Yeah.
To shave, so.
This is what the stream is, guys. This is us talking to you and trying to get the shit to work so witching hour sounds good. This sounds good. I put a limiter on it so it wasn't peaking,
What do you
and then
have
I
to say?
turned the gain up.
If you don't want it to peak, just turn the limiter like a bear.
Yeah.
Turn it to 6 and it just sound like it's overblown.
Mm-hmm.
Chat, does that sound better?
Does this sound okay, chat? Does this sound all right?
What are our thoughts?
Thoughts? Yes?
Any thoughts? and shit?
Any thoughts in chat? That sounds good. Okay, that's good. And then Adam sounds all right.
With this little guy.
Yo, Andy, thank
I
you so
feel
much for the
inferior.
sub. No, but I don't think Adam needs one.
Thanks for the sub, man.
I'm gonna open up my activity feed on my fucking phone because there's no dock for activity feed on OBS
I don't know.
natively, which is weird. You can put it on your shirt. Actually,
take
we're
it
gonna
off, so we're
switch. Yeah, we're gonna switch. Okay, hold on, chat. Let
Just
me
holding it. All
dashboard. Okay, hold on. KLC, thank you so much for the 5 months. And Reb, thank you so much for the 26 months. And Andy, thank you for the 5 months. I don't have alerts on this, so this is just
a lot of months.
yeah, it is a lot of months.
A lot of months.
Let me turn this down a little bit too. I know that the camera is a little bit brighter than it needs to be, but that's not the most important thing in the world. It looks okay. I'm gonna have to fuck with the saturation a little bit when we do witching hour, but that's 2 months than 2 years. So true. Okay. Now you guys are gonna talk to Adam real quick while I go get the hair cutting stuff. So I'll take this and you hold that.
Now I feel like I feel like a talk show host or like a comedian. I do comedy things. I can never be a comedian. You think you could be a comedian? Like a stand-up comedian? You think you could be like a stand-up comedian?
Me or you?
You.
I don't know. It's really.
Yeah. Like it's like I feel like it's one of those things where people like they'll tell you you're funny or like you see someone and you're like that person's funny, but like in stand-up they would not be funny. You think so? I think you got the personality for it. Like I think you could be a wacky little guy up there.
Atypical. Routine.
Yeah. I can't even see that. This chat is so small on here. I gotta like come all the way over here. It's just a little wacky guy. He's improving. Yeah, guys, can you be nice? I'm improving. I'm literally improving right now. Someone gave me the words wacky and comedy and told me to make a skit out of it. So I did a skit about being a comedian. Are you improving as we speak? No, this is actually all rehearsed. I'm being fed lines by Barry off to the side. He's just flipping cards. That's why I keep looking over at him. It's not because I'm looking at what he's eating. It's definitely like a laugh track. Ha 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 ha. Yay. Ah. Ooh, just like that. That'd be fun actually. Have a little laugh track. Clap. Someone farted? Dude, what the freaking heck, dude? That's during my set? That's unbelievable. Someone giving audio tips. Definitely don't give me audio tips because that's not gonna. I'm not gonna be able to do anything. But I don't think they're asked for. Someone is giving audio tips, and I told them to shut their little face hole. You shut your face mouth right now. Maybe if I talk quieter. Am I talking too loud? What if I talk down here?
My voice is the worst voice to test on. So it's like whenever I set my.
You talk a little loud sometimes. Try sounding better. Yeah, that's not bad advice. I don't know what the advice was. I think Caitlin said stop giving audio advice. And so I said, yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. Are you backstage streamer? Like right here? I was just worried that if I did this, it's like I can see it getting really super duper loud right there soon. Go.
Lost, and I suspect that it was brought upstairs by somebody's stuff. It's because it's just a generic power cord, one of these.
Oh no.
That was down here like a while ago.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Looks like we're going all scissors.
The right cord. Oh wait. Oh, this is not the right one. This is the one that's for the other thing. That's not that I need to have this anywhere near.
I need you guys to panic. This is a travesty? Tragedy? What's the difference between a travesty and a tragedy? Are those the same thing?
I haven't moved before.
Yeah, I thought it. Look at my.
What these I can't read. I have writing glasses. I can't read any of this. This is insane. This is all scripted too, by the way, guys. This is all part of the stream. We actually planned all this. We were supposed to lose the power cord and then find the power cord later miraculously. Someone's gonna pull it out of their ass and go, "Hey, look, here's the power cord." Meatloaf Cube. Meatloaf Cube's here. Meatloaf Cube's here. Yo, Meatloaf Cube. Thanks for the meatloaf. Hey, subscription. Thanks for the meatloaf cube.
Power cord I ordered is not the right one. Which is very cool.
Oh no. All right, guys. All right, guys. Stream's canceled. Bye. Oh no. So we're getting a new clippers, but they're really loud, so you're gonna have to bear with us. Chat. The wrong power cord was ordered. Just a little keeping you guys updated on the situation. I should get one of those little mic stands. I can be like Michael Jackson or something. Hey, it will not help the cat in the back. That cat can suffer. It's left there as punishment. It's like one of those Greek, you know, when like they would like the Greek god punishments where they would like have to push a mountain up a hill or a boulder up a mountain or whatever for like for the rest of their life. Sisyphus had to do that with a boulder. So that cat's essentially Sisyphus, but instead of a boulder, he has to hang on a wire for the rest of his life, or for I guess for eternity, not even for the rest of his life, like for like ever. So don't. That's what happens when you act up in chat. You get punished to that. That's a former chatter that we morphed into a cat and made them hold on to that because they gave unsolicited audio advice. Getting wrapped up in my toes. The wire was wrapping up the dogs. I don't know.
Like, just like a fucking jank haircut clippers, and I don't like. And also
Wait, postpone? Just too loud.
so loud. Like
Oh no.
they're like so much louder than like regular.
Yeah.
I guess maybe put it up to your mouth and talk.
I'm talking like this.
Yeah,
And
can you
then
hear the
can you
clippers?
yeah, can you hear the clippers? Like they kind of sound like a jet engine. So if you hear a jet engine in the background, do you hear that? What if you get closer to my head with him? I see nose. A lot of nose. All right, we might have saved it. But it's salvaged. Okay. We've put a band-aid on it. We didn't seal, we didn't stitch the wound. It's just like you just put some gauze on there and wrapped it up. But it's still bleeding internally and externally and all the other internalies. But I'm super glad that it's going to be my haircut. So that's going to be good. We did it. I told him that we didn't stitch the wound, we just like bandaged it, so it's still bleeding everywhere, but it's like but it's able to go. It's like you can still walk, but you're gonna die soon.
So I'm gonna walk you through. What's going on. So on the witching hour, I'm doing a haircut. I have a pair of clippers that are my favorite clippers that I've been using to cut hair for years. The power cord disappeared. Don't know what happened to it. I was down here somewhere. Now it's not. So I ordered a new one. It just got here yesterday. So I was like, Adam, come get a haircut. Just looked at it. It's not the right cord, which is stupid and probably my fault. So I'm pulling these babies out. These are the Classic 76 by Oster. They're really good, but they're like using a tractor on a very small lawn.
Sounds like commercial airlines.
Yeah. Yes. It's fine, but they're just a little bit louder than my other clippers. So we're gonna use these today. Adam's gonna hold this microphone, and I'm gonna have the clip mic. You might hear nothing. You might hear fucking everything, and I'm sorry, but I hope that it's something that is not the worst stream ever. On Friday. Yeah. Yes. And I actually was gonna announce who's on it today, but I haven't yet. So I'll make the poster and I'll announce it tomorrow. Scuff streams are always fun. Let's go. Okay, so I'm gonna put actually be okay for the sound. This
Nice.
because this is gonna pick up a little bit more.
Yeah.
Um Hello? I only have one monitor here. Okay. All right, you should be able to hear me.
Inches.
Good. You should be able to hear me. You might hear the clippers on this mic is what I'm concerned about. But luckily, unrelated to all of that, I bought a cape, so Adam doesn't have to get hair all over him.
What?
Yeah.
Upgrades.
It is an upgrade. This is big for us. Yep. I need to make chat easier to see.
That's yeah, I was doing this half the time I was down here. I was just way down here. Can we watch Family Guy?
Shut up. What do you mean?
No. I'm literally
This
Family
isn't-
Guy.
We're all like a family.
I'm
and then
Peter
this
Family Guy.
But not in a parasocial way. We're a family, but not like that. So don't be
We're
worried.
family, but I don't know any of you.
You can always fall back to watch Taskmaster. Guys, I have 3 sources on OBS right now. I have a camera and I have 2 mics. We're not watching. How the fuck are we gonna watch Taskmaster? What are we gonna watch it on? Or Twitch chat family, yeah. Like a normal family reunion. Yeah, sure. Whatever works for you.
What that person said, whatever their
Okay.
name is. I can't see what it says, but
I'm gonna do a test real quick, chat. How does this sound? Actually,
oh,
it's metering okay. Like it's kind of only picking up my voice. That's not terrible.
this might work.
It's not bad. Yeah.
Maybe
not
more
bad.
than a salvage.
Yeah.
Here.
Okay, I'm gonna pull you this way, I think.
Right
There?
here.
Other way? I guess I could move the camera. Just move the camera.
Now, how are they gonna see the Great American Haircut?
They did. Okay, sit down.
Okay. I'm sat.
That's good.
I'm sat.
Beautiful. I'm sat.
I'm sat.
Beautiful. I can even move it a little bit closer to you, which is good. It's the thing on here is like zoomed in way further than the camera actually is. It's a little funny. Okay. Who's ready for a haircut? Adam is, because you guys aren't all getting haircuts. Just,
Chat, you need
just
a
Adam.
haircut?
Yeah.
Anybody in chat? In
Anybody
line?
in chat need a haircut? Anybody want to get in line?
What's the wait time right now?
God, these clippers are so like when I use these clippers, I used to use these every day. They're like using a prehistoric like tool. It's insanity.
Are you saying you're prehistoric then?
Yeah. Book your appointments now, guys. I like my long hair. Okay, well then keep it.
Well, no one said you had to get a haircut.
Fucking Christ.
You just the option is there, but it's not actually there. Is
Yeah.
the thing.
Also, the stool is very tall. So this is going to be.
Maybe we should have switched that chair and this stool.
We could.
Would that be easier for you?
I'm thinking about taking that off of the chair.
Oh man.
We'll do it halfway if my arms get tired.
All right.
All right. Chat, we're going in. Sorry you won't be able to see this. I promise it's as
I
exciting
can
as
I can
think it
promise you
is.
that hairs are being cut though.
Hairs are being cut.
I can
off of
feel
the
them.
right now.
Actually, each one of my hair strands has pain receptors.
Mhm.
So I'm just really brave.
Yeah, he's being so brave.
I'm
right
just
now.
being really brave because it
Uh-huh.
hurts really bad.
Haircuts are a scam. My last cut was November 2018. Okay.
I don't think I think that
Well-
just means you grow your hair out.
Yeah, that's not a scam. That's just a different style.
Like I could just not get my hair cut for another year. It would just be long hair,
I got a haircut last weekend.
right? I mean,
What's your guys' most recent haircut?
my last haircut was actually the one you gave me, which I think was like a solid 2 months ago, or maybe more.
Yeah, it feels like it just happened, but I guess it didn't.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, my hair does grow pretty fast, but
I got a haircut.
I kinda let it get too
like
long.
A month ago. I got a haircut 5 days ago.
how often do you guys get your hair cut?
Did you guys know that your hair grows on average about half an inch every, what is it? It's either half an inch a month or half an inch. I think it's half an inch every 2 months.
I feel like mine grows half an inch every month
That could be right.
because mine grows
Yeah, it could be
pretty
right.
damn long, like fast.
But it becomes
Haven't had a
difficult to
haircut in a
manage.
few months.
You know what I think is like an outdated thing? When workplaces make you get haircuts regularly, and
Hmm.
your hair has nothing to do with the job that you're doing.
Yeah, Disney.
Yeah, like that's ridiculous. Does Disney do that?
Well, they don't like make you get your hair cut, but they had like I think they've changed it a bit now, but they had like very strict guidelines on how you could look and like present yourself. Like you had to have like decently cut hair. Like it doesn't have to be like a specific hairstyle,
Mhm.
but it was like, like out of your face, off your ears, like clean cut essentially.
Yeah.
And then you like couldn't have unless you had like a fully grown beard
Mhm.
that was like well maintained and trimmed and stuff, you couldn't have facial hair.
Right.
And then you couldn't have like certain nail colors if you had nails or things like that.
There's also a lot of like I feel like workplace racism in like hairstyles too,
Yeah.
where it's like one hairstyle will be okay for somebody
Mhm.
versus like if that person has curly hair or like they'll be like, oh no, you can't have that hairstyle, and it's like,
Yeah.
okay, well it's the same hairstyle as that guy, it's just my hair type is different,
True.
which is like, I mean, if I had $1 for every time I hear stories like that, it'd be fucking rich.
Yeah.
Not poggers.
No boggers.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I have really curly hair, so if it gets long at all, it just like immediately starts to like curl in my face and it gets really annoying. So I have to like push
We're
it
hearing
back.
Sam in both mics when she's close to Adam might not need the lapel mic. Well, the problem is when I'm over here, you can't hear me. Well, if he holds it there, you can't hear me, and I'm back here a lot of the time. So,
Yeah.
oh, the hair's like getting close to the thing. It's freaking me out.
We're gonna start a fire.
Yeah.
We didn't start the fire. Is it?
If I had a, so this is why I've never done a haircut stream, because the sound, like you guys have heard me say a million times, like, oh, I would do haircut streams, but like the mic issue with the thing would be hard. Because what I could do is I could get one mic and I could have that mic just be like sitting next to us, but then it would also pick up the clipper noise. So I have to have
Yeah.
both of us. I think what I'm probably going to do when I do witching hour is not have my guest have a hold mic. They're going to have the other Rode mic,
Okay.
because the Rode mics I think are kind of designed to work with each other and not have multiple
That makes
voices.
sense.
So that's what I'll probably do. And that would be better anyways, because for half the episode it's going to be just the normal like tent witching hour stuff.
Yeah. Mhm.
So then I can have like the handheld mics. I tell you guys, I think of all of the things that streamers have to deal with, I would say that sound is probably the hardest,
Audio
because
is the worst.
yeah, because it's like with cameras, it's like, okay, I can see it, I can't see it. Great. If
Is
it's
this thing on?
Yeah, exactly. But with mics, it's like I can hear you, but there's like such a variation in sound. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like visuals, it's like if the visual quality is like if the camera's not as clear or like whatever, you can handle it. But mic, like it's not great. for
Audio
it to
always
not be
freaks me
good.
out. Like we're planning a few like small filming things right now, and my biggest concern is the audio for it, because like they're like one of them's gonna be outdoors,
Yeah.
and like dealing with the audio when stuff's outside is just not gonna be fun.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
People in like different locations.
Handling mic is difficult. Mic is such a pain in the ass, isn't it? Fuck that guy.
Yeah, fuck you, Mike.
Fuck you, Mike. Flat pussy Mike. So what I'm doing right now, which you guys can't really see, you probably have seen it when I'm on the side, but it's called clipper over comb, because I don't have all the different clipper guards for this thing, because I've had it for like 10 years. So I'm just holding my comb and I'm just doing this, and I'm just cutting over the top of my comb and eyeballing it, because I've been doing this long enough that I can do that.
Certified pro.
Certified pro. Need to put some shoes on because I'm just literally stepping in piles of hair with my bare feet.
Sam once had me. Sam's such a pro. She had me cut Barry's hair and just instructed me how to do it while she was getting ready.
Yeah, we were getting ready for the streamer awards, and I, like a total silly goose, told like everybody that I would do their hair and makeup, and I don't know why I said that, because I don't manage my time well, and I know that. And so by the time I got around to me, I had like 20 minutes to get ready. So, and Barry needed a haircut. I cut Doug's hair, I did Abby's hair and makeup, I cut Barry's hair. Did I cut Eric's hair? No, I think Eric got a
I
haircut.
think Eric got a haircut
Yeah.
at the time. Yeah.
So I was just really saying, I was being a yes man and kind of I was sucking my own dick there and acting like I could do more than I could.
She was just down the hall
Yeah.
and just yelling like, "Okay, now you see that little this area here? Okay, grab the blue one and
Yeah.
cut from there down."
Right, because I was running out of time, and so I was like, Adam, you're cutting Barry's hair. And he was like, what?
What?
And so I literally would go in, I would do like a couple curls on my hair, and then I would run back in the other room and I'd be like, okay, do this with this guard and do this technique. And then I would run back in and I would do a little bit more, and then I would come back and I'd be like, okay, now great, you did that, you're so good, and now we're gonna do this. And then he would do that. And the whole time, he literally looked like he was a deer in the headlights, but it turned out
terrified.
fine.
I knew I was, but then yeah, I'm not gonna. I think I killed it. I think I did a great job, and I'm now changing careers.
Yep, you're different now.
I'm gonna be a hair cutter person.
Yep, they call it a barber, and
As a barber is
Yep.
what the word I was looking for.
that's the word that you're looking for. Clara, thank you so much for the sub. I'm sorry, guys, I don't have alert box on, so I'll probably read those out at the end of the stream, unless I see them in the chat.
Just every time an alert happens, chat, you have to like spam something, and then
Well, they spam that little emote,
oh, there we go.
which is the sub emote.
Yeah, that way we can just get our own. We can get a visual alert.
God, I really did put you on a stool, didn't I? We put the computer, so I don't know if I told you guys this. We were trying to set up the PC for the stream. The PC that we use for the downstairs streams is my very first PC that I ever had in like 2017, 2018. And so it's bad, And so every time I go to stream on it, something doesn't work for some reason, and we also all use it, and so we're all doing our own settings, and it's just a shit show. So what I did last second is I went upstairs and I grabbed my laptop and I just frantically plugged everything into it, and so we're running it off my laptop. And I made the really smart choice of plugging my laptop into or setting it on top of the chair that I was going to use for Adam's haircut. So then I put Adam on a stool, and I'm not very tall. So, anyways.
So everything else, so the top of the hair will look awful, but everything else look great
Mhm.
because you just can't you can't see the top
Yeah.
of the hair.
When you body slammed on the
Oh,
table.
okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna ban the word echo. I swear to God.
We should use that chair for like a WWE stream,
We should. That'd be good.
but do it in here.
Mhm. That would be fun to
Set up.
like everybody does boxing, everybody does like I think that Logan Paul did some like MMA bullshit.
He did, yeah.
We
Well, he did WWE.
Oh,
Well, he
okay.
like joined it. Like he like did the professional one. Like he like
Yeah,
went
so
to
we should have streamer WWE.
the number of times that Eric and I have talked about doing streamer WWE. I think it would be so fun. Everybody gets to like play a character.
Mhm.
It's all like you like write stories out for it.
I'd
Oh
be
my God, it'd be
Sting
so
and
fun.
come down from the
What?
rooftop.
I think you'd be your own.
But I want to be Sting.
I
I want to come down
We'll-
from the rooftop.
We'll just put your thing as like Sam wants to be Sting.
I want to be Sting. I'd be like, no. but
Sam
I'm-
Sting Witch.
Yeah, exactly.
That'll be like your your
Can you
little.
imagine like Will Neff in a WWE stream?
Oh my God, it'd be so good.
That would be good. It'd be so hard because the shit that they do is so
Oh,
like
it's so athletic.
complicated.
Yeah, and like if you mess it up, you can like really hurt yourself.
Yeah.
And we have to have someone be the Rock.
Oh, true. I want to be Stone Cold Steve Austin, and I want to come in jorts, and then I want to climb up on the side, and
Like
then
smash
somebody
the
can throw me a
beers?
bear.
Yeah.
Smash them.
Oh, that'd be so sick.
Yeah.
I want to be the announcer guy. Like have it come down like
And-
this, and it's like it drops all dramatic like, and I grab it.
Mhm. Oh, that's true.
Wrestling out of the red corner. It's like I don't think they have corners.
Did you
in the
know
WWE,
that
but
the red and the blue corners from boxing originated from Republican and Democrat?
how'd you learn that?
I just learned it recently.
Where'd you learn that?
I learned it recently somewhere
Somewhere.
from someone
Oh, that's cool.
for an undisclosed reason.
For an undisclosed reason.
Donna versus Will Neff, who wins? Oh, who's gonna tell him?
He doesn't know.
This guy doesn't know.
Doesn't know.
This guy doesn't know. Oh my god.
Interesting.
Interesting.
That is really fun. That is really interesting though. Like how like actually.
Yeah.
Like why'd they like would the Republicans and Democrats like pick a fighter?
I think that we would have a whole lot less political issues if the
They just duked it
candidates
out?
would fucking fight each other. Like put Joe Biden and
Oh.
somebody else in a ring.
Ron DeSantis.
Well, here's the thing: is we have this issue with politicians running for office when they're like 80 plus.
True. Then you gotta
So
get
if
knocked out.
It was like if you can't get in the ring with your opposing person,
You
then
can't
you
run
can't
the
run
office.
for office.
This would be hype actually.
If you can't fight, then you can't run.
That'd be so fun too, because then like America gets to like nominate the fighters, but then they have to go fight, and then just whoever wins just takes that W.
I think it's ableist.
Is it? Oh. Well, we could figure
Figure it
we
out.
could figure that
Find an
out.
alternative.
We'll find there's
Candidate
something
clash.
there. Candidate clash goes hard.
Oh, that'd be awesome. I would love to see Joe Biden just fucking wrestle
No,
someone.
and then like the primaries, like the Republican primary, it's just like a Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Like they just all all 7 of them or whatever just get in a ring and just start swinging.
Somebody in chat brought up a good point that men and women can't be in the same room without being dating, which is kind of crazy. That's a nuts concept
Wow,
that you just brought to our
interesting.
attention. We
That's
all
wild.
forgot that,
I
but
didn't know
now
that.
we're all aware of it. So thank you,
That's
first
so
time
neat.
chatter. Good. I love that. Huge.
Yeah.
Ex-wife. This is my ex-wife, Adam.
I'm the
We're-
ex-wife.
We're cool. Yeah, you guys knew I was married. You never knew that. I guess I did say husband a lot, but I never disclosed that it was a man. That would
nothing
be
but a partner.
wild. That would be Eddie's partner, not a Twitch partner though.
Not a Twitch partner.
Twitch.
Never be a Twitch partner.
Yeah, we asked him at the door what a CCV is, and I don't know.
I can never be a Twitch partner, but I can still be her.
I could still be her partner.
Her as in my girlfriend.
First Wives Club looks a lot different than I remember. First wife's ex-wife support group.
Does does the first lady also have to have like a fight?
Oh my god, that'd be awesome.
They like it's like a
Yeah.
tag team.
True.
Like she tags in.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be kind of sick.
That'd be sick. Because well, okay, hear me out. What if there's like what if the partners of the two people running is like a big burly dude and then a very small petite woman.
That would be
and
that'd
then
be
they have
great.
to 1v1.
He just like throws her out of the
Yeah.
ring.
Yeah, I guess I'm under the assumption that was very sexist of me. I assumed that both of the running politicians would be men the same size, but
Yeah.
what if there's a size discrepancy?
What if there is a size discrepancy? Or what if one of the candidates is like Zarya from Overwatch,
Yeah, what if
and then
we
the
end
other
up-
candidate is like, like just a little guy, like a little like a little Eric or
Yeah.
something.
Michelle
or like-
Obama would kill the others.
Michelle Obama would actually.
I have the same birthday as Michelle Obama.
Really? You're Michelle Obama?
And Muhammad Ali.
You're Michelle Obama and Muhammad Ali? How'd you learn Muhammad Ali's birthday?
I heard it recently at an
Recently
undisclosed
at an
location.
undisclosed location. Wow, that's so cool. You go to a lot of undisclosed locations.
Yeah, that's cool. I just am really into sports.
Why did it's like sounded painful coming out of your
I love
sports.
sports.
The old football, American football back in season.
I love touchdowns. What
I
can
do
say?
like Sundays.
I do. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's football or if that's monster
It's
trucks, but
God's day.
it's God,
There's
that's
a
what God
reason-
said
There's a reason why football's on Sunday.
because it's the Lord's
It's
day.
because God looked down on us
Shone
and
down
said,
upon us
I'm
with
gonna
a
give the
Pigskin
man-
ball.
We gotta throw the balls around. I said what I said.
I want that as like a quote. It's like Sunday, Sunday, Sunday in
Mhm.
quotes, and then God.
That would be a really funny like Sunday school like shirt. Like it's just like Sunday, 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 and then it's just Jesus.
Jesus.
That's gotta exist somewhere.
That has to. That's too good.
That's gotta exist.
He probably did say that too.
Should I use this on your hair? You can't
I
see
do
it.
love my haircuts with a side of tetanus.
Yeah, this
So-
thing is rustier than.
Just put some WD-40 on that
Yeah,
thing.
what do
and-
you do to get rid of rust?
Isn't it WD-40?
Fuck if I know.
Is that one of those like things that you learned as a child from your parents and then found out like years later it actually kills you?
Yeah, drinking WD-40.
Yeah.
What did I do with my comb?
Anybody else drink WD-40?
Oh my
like
God,
like
it's
it's
Point Car Raid. Nobody could have expected that from the first time
What?
chatter that came in and said Point Car Raid incoming.
That's crazy. I'm so surprised right now. And that is just crazy.
Shocking. Hey, chat, welcome in. My name
Hello.
is Sandwich. This is my ex-wife, Adam. We're getting along just
Hi,
fine.
I'm Sandwich's ex-wife.
You may hear double mics, and if you say it, you will get timed out.
She took my child
Mm-hmm. You will.
and fed it to Barry.
What can I say? Bigger, better, faster, stronger. I'm cutting Adam's hair today, so that's it. That's all you get.
That's
I hope
all
you
that's
guys had a
happening.
nice stream. Who snitched?
Find 'em.
Stitches.
Find them.
Find them.
I'm a Point Girl model, baby.
Huh?
Life sounds weird.
Mine does?
Yeah, I don't know why.
It sounds
Does it
what?
sound weird because it sounds different than the other one?
It's like going.
Oh, crackling?
Oh,
Okay. Well, it is what it
we're
is.
crackling. Snap, crackle, and pop.
Mhm. What do you guys think about WWE? Do you think that politicians should fight in the ring before running for political office? We're just trying to catch you up on the speed. Hear me out.
That would be great because all of the politicians are too old.
That's
to be-
what I said.
That's what we're
said.
saying.
I said, you know, like they're, 80s. We've got Mitch McConnell right now in a situation. So you put him in the ring.
You put like Mitch
And,
McConnell against like,
1-1.
what's it, Beto? From like Game Over.
Or Stone Cold Steve
Or
Austin.
Stone Cold Steve Austin,
funsies?
who actually should run because
Mhm.
he would probably do like free beer on Sundays or something.
I feel like he's got some pretty wild.
I think he's
political
definitely
takes.
got some good ideas.
He could be up there. Beto could throw it down. Yeah, politician.
Beto could probably throw it
natural
down.
selection. Yeah.
This is a good
I want to see
idea.
Sleepy Joe come into a Royal Rumble. Also, well, the reason I said that, chat, is because I learned recently for no reason that the red and the blue corners in boxing are Republican and Democrat, like originally. That's why they are like that. So,
We don't know why, but we know it's true, and
We
we
do.
didn't fact check, but
We did not
we don't
fact
need
check.
to around here.
we did not. What did you guys do for stream? What did Eric do?
I think he was doing the Pokemon Kaizo mod thing.
Are you
or
guys
whatever it's
excited
called.
for Saturday, Sunday?
Yeah.
Sunday,
That's the
Sundays.
day it is.
It's crazy you guys
It's
didn't come
on
out the
Sunday,
gate with
Sunday,
a Sunday,
Sunday.
Sunday as an advertisement.
Oh.
What
Well,
do you guys think about
I
this
feel
for
like
merch?
that would be a wild intro to someone's death.
Sunday, Sunday, Sunday.
'Cause you're-
Eric fucking died.
You're at the funeral, and the first person to come up to the thing is like, Sunday, Sunday, Sunday.
I'm gonna use it now.
This Sunday,
This
Point
Sunday.
Crow is dead.
That's it. That's the whole
And,
thing.
and the lights turn off.
Yeah.
And we're,
And then they pull his body up from
yeah.
like the grave on ropes, and then they swing him around.
Yeah, and
like
we
a pinata.
exactly.
Everybody gets
Everybody
backed
gets a
out.
swing,
I'm just kicking
and we
ideas
see
around.
how many crows fall out of him.
All I'm saying is that I have not seen enough funeral pinatas.
You're not wrong. You know what else? What else should have pinatas, and that we obviously didn't have at our wedding
Mm.
was pinata.
A pinata.
Pinata at the wedding.
That is true. Honestly,
I actually am gonna do that. When I get married, I'm having a
Having a
pinata
pinata
at my wedding.
that's crazy.
Instead of it's like instead of like slicing the cake, it's like we get
hit
the
up on the
first yeah,
pinata.
you get the first swings at the pinata.
What if the rings are inside a pinata and you have somebody come up with a pinata at the altar and
We
you
like
have
you
to
swing at it
you
to
have to
get
hit
the
the
rings.
pinata to get the rings out? This funeral pinata is
Talk
just the
about
body.
talk about progressive.
Yeah,
You know,
risky,
risky.
little risky business. Listen,
Eric, if you're here, how do you feel being dead?
yeah. Did he die at the end? You guys should stage a death at the end
I
of
told him.
Saturday's
told him,
stream.
yeah, I
But
told him.
also now I've said the word stage, so they won't think.
What did
I'm
he
dead,
say?
I can't feel anything. Okay.
Well, that's not anything new.
Who typed that?
You can't feel anything because you're dead now, or
Yeah, he's operating basically the same that he did before.
he's at the same exact level.
I don't want to say anything because I don't want to use it for my
Yeah, you got to
my
use your roast.
content. Let me tell you what though. I mentioned to Barry one of my
You got
lines,
some heat.
and Barry went like this. And just removed himself from the room.
Oh, that's great. That's good. That's what you love to hear.
Also, Adam, like a total dickhead, stole one of my jokes. Isn't even in the roast and made a roast in the Discord.
And the
then
Discord posting roasts and not.
And literally, I shit you not, me and Nan were in the car, and walking to the car, I had said that exact same thing. We get in the car, Nan starts laughing, and he's like, Adam just took your joke. And I was like, I almost was like, and tell him to delete it. Adam's
I
left.
should have deleted it. This is the worst.
Yeah.
I got Eric pretty good when he couldn't defend himself in Trey's chat earlier because we were talking about cults and how we were going to start one and we were like, oh yeah, we'll get some lamb's blood. Or no, he was going to play. No, he's going to play Inscription outside in a tent. And I was like, you should make it creepier by doing it like all cult-like, where you have like candles and tarot cards. And he was like, yeah, we'll like spread lamb's blood. It'll be a whole thing. And he's like, yeah, we can like sacrifice a virgin. And I was like, oh yeah, I'll see if Eric's busy that day.
Nice.
So Bazinga, or
Bazinga.
got him.
Because you haven't had sex
Because
before.
you don't do the sex. Freaking
Okay, so
body.
instead of the stool, I have found a solution.
Oh,
If the problem's up to... No, sit down.
oh God.
I'm going higher.
How does that make sense?
It doesn't, but listen, if the problem's up high, you just get higher
You
than the
get
problem.
up hi-
Don't
yeah.
bring the problem down to your level. Go up to its...
You match its level.
Yeah.
When someone yells at you, you fucking yell
Yeah.
back louder.
Meet violence with violence. Don't try to de-escalate the situation.
This is great because now you're kind of like Doug Dimmasam.
Yeah, this is true.
It's like, does your neck stop? We don't know. It could just keep going.
Doug dimma dog.
Like his hat.
Doug digga dimma go.
Speaking of that, anybody want to play Risk later? As in like you or you don't play Risk.
No, I've never played it.
Eric, Risk later? Doug Dimmadome, Risk later?
Doug, what? You know, okay, can we talk about something? Monopoly is a bad game. Of
Yes.
all of the games that exist, why is Monopoly
Yes.
like the McDonald's version of board games?
It's not fun.
It's not good.
It's not even like it's like the game itself is bad.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, it's not even fun to play the bad game.
No, it's not. And they make like they're like Fortnite. They have a
Don't say
theme for
skill issue.
everything. It's like Fortnite. They get every single franchise. It's like, oh, we have a SpongeBob Monopoly. We have a My Little Pony Monopoly.
Yeah.
We've got Zelda
And
Monopoly.
it's just- it's
We've got
enough.
Monopoly Monopoly.
It's enough.
Because it indoctrinates the youth into capitalism.
Well,
That's a good point.
I guess I'll just shut up now then.
That's it. I mean, yeah, I can't really say anything about that.
Yeah.
So what about Operation? What is that? Is
Now
that we're
that's
just
a
trying to
banger
create a
game.
league of doctors?
What? Yeah.
Shoots
Oh.
and ladders? We're just like pumping up the ladder
Shoots
industry?
and ladders always gave me just like enjoy the playground vibes.
Yeah, it's true.
Probably because of the shoot.
Yo, Frost, thank you so much for the resub. I can't see how much I can
Hey, leave
really
us
see.
up.
I'm looking, and if you resub before that, I'll get you at the end.
If everybody could just put how many months that was real quick,
Can you tell
so
me,
we can just.
please? Yeah, if you resub the stream, tell me just honor system. I promise this can't possibly go bad.
3.
I think of it 3 months.
Think of it 3
It's
months.
like that. It's I feel like they've been around longer.
I feel like I've seen their name in chat, and like if I've recognized it, I feel like
Rihanna
you've
may
been
be a
here.
troll, but she's not a liar. Sometimes she's a liar.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think that's true.
500,
500 years?
Crazy.
What?
That's insane of you.
That's wild. So what if okay? So if you hate Monopoly, what are like what are the board games you do enjoy?
Board games are very fun.
Yep.
Yeah, they're very fun. I like
All
one-
the ones you play.
Yeah, there's one that I've been not playing recently.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
I should be playing. We
Betrayal, that's a good one.
Catan. I like Catan too, but
It's-
Catan's starting to
it's
turn
so
into
worn
Monopoly
out.
for me.
Yeah.
The problem with like I get burnt out of board games
Mhm.
if I play them if they last too. I'd rather play the same board game 2 times in a row than play one round of it too long.
Yes. Every time I like tell friends I want to play a board game, do board game night
Yeah.
with like other friends, like non board game enthusiast friends.
Yeah.
Immediately, oh, sick! Yeah, let's play Catan.
Huh?
And I don't want to play. I don't want to play that one.
Mousetrap? I don't know what that one is.
Mousetrap's really good.
That
That's a fun
card
one.
store that we went into that Phil works at. We did Eggs Benny, and there was a card store next to the Eggs Benedict place.
Oh.
The best one in LA we found so far is called Nats. I don't remember how it's spelled,
That
but
was the Eggs Benny, the best one.
yeah, the best one so far.
Okay.
But there's a card store next to it. It's called, I don't remember what it's called, Paper Heroes maybe or something. And there's a guy named Phil, and I went in there and I cracked some packs of Pokemon cards with Phil
We're
on
cracking
stream.
cases.
Yeah, and it was awesome. And then he came into chat because he's a Twitch guy. It was cool.
That's
He owns
sick.
the store. But anyways, the point that I was making was that that store has a lot of board games in it, like a pretty big board game selection.
Ooh.
And half of the store is all set up to do like D&D and stuff.
Oh, they have, like tables and all that out for like. That's sick.
What are those scissors doing? Oh, these are called thinning shears. The camera's not going to focus on them, but basically, if you can kind of see, this one is a regular scissors, and this one is like a comb. And so when I go like this, it doesn't cut all the hairs, it only cuts some of them. So it creates texture and thins the hair out. So you know when you go get a haircut and you got that like freshly cut hair look, but not in the good way? Basically, it like it makes I hit the ends with it so that all the ends aren't all the same length, and it kind of has that like lived-in look a little bit on top. Yeah.
And it's nice because I have thick hair.
Yeah.
And it gets hot.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like it's like and like it's good for wavy hair because sometimes you can kind of like make the waves come back a little bit because the hair is like not so thick and there's not so much of it. So it's a good time. Chad, how about that game we played on stream last night? By the way,
Oh, is the alien one you're talking about?
yeah, I stayed up all night and I edited the VOD. So on my alt YouTube channel, the playthrough is edited on there. And it's good. in VOD.
Watch. Go
And
sub.
There's a new video on the main channel too.
Go watch. Go sub.
Mhm. We're cooking. We're out here
The
cooking.
chat actually shows us who in chat's not subbed on
Yeah.
YouTube, so I see you and I know who you are,
Yeah.
and I'm remembering all your names.
The game was so sick. Yeah, there's a couple people that played it in chat. You have kind of a cowlick.
Oh, really?
Right here.
Wow.
Yeah. Do you know what a cowlick is? I bet a lot of
I
you
don't
have
even
it.
really know. I've heard it, but I
It's
don't
like-
know what that means.
It's like when your hair just randomly grows in a different direction than the rest of it, so it like kind of sticks up.
That would make sense. Where is
Most
it?
people think
Where
this is a cowlick. This is not a cowlick, but it's right here. Right here.
Oh, that makes
That's really
sense.
that's really common.
Yeah, I hate that area because it always does this weird thing.
I have a massive one. Yeah. Yeah, the one on the back of your head is not actually a cowlick. That's just basically like this hair grows down and this hair grows forward and this hair grows to the side. So this is like the origin story of your hair.
That's my
It's
canon
the
event.
center of the universe.
That's my
yeah.
hair's canon
It
event.
is, yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, I would always go get my hair cut, and I would be like, have this little weird thing over here, and I'd be like, can you make this not do that?
Nope.
And they're like, nah, I can't do that.
Yeah, I usually hit it with the thinning shears because my thought is like if it's gonna do that, at least it's not gonna be like so much
Yeah.
hair that's gonna do that. So
That makes sense.
cut the front a little bit more. I'm gonna do it with my scissors.
I considered not getting a haircut in
Mhm.
case I wanted to be Wandissimo for Halloween, like I told you about. We were all gonna do Fairy Odd Parents people,
Mm.
and he has long hair.
Mhm.
And then, but then I decided against it because I didn't get enough people on board.
Mm.
So
I think for Halloween, I'd like to be the Undertaker, and I'll just walk
That's hype.
everywhere really slow.
that's really funny.
If you could get away.
You should also like hide in shadows and then just like walk out.
Just stand in the corner of the room.
Yeah.
You know what I should be for Halloween? You know the guy from the meme that like
John.
stands and he's like they don't know that like
Yeah.
they don't know that I have the world record in Nintendogs. I should be that guy, and every party I go to, I'll just stand in the corner of the room with a cup. And we're like all I don't know, was he wear a t-shirt? and
No, he's the
pants?
WWE champion.
Yeah.
I think he wears like essentially like a leotard,
Yeah.
but like it's got legs too
Nice. You do.
or something.
I also have legs.
It's like something like, and you have to have the big like brim hat too.
Someone
The
walked
wide
into the
brim.
house, they'd have so many questions.
Adam looks like P from Lies of P. John,
Nope, not at all. Is
John,
anybody playing Lies
go
of P?
check your mailbox.
Yeah, don't check under your keyboard.
Don't ever say that to me.
Yep.
Check on your keyboard.
Has anybody played Lies of P? I thought that the Undertaker was the one that has the face makeup like the Crow. That is Sting. That's the guy that comes down from the ceiling.
Yeah.
That's who I want to be.
He kind of looks like a member of Kiss.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
He
We'll
comes
go
up,
live tomorrow.
and Hulk Hogan is like.
Hulk Hogan is the brother, right?
Yeah, but Sting scares the shit out of him because they're on the other teams. I don't remember what the
Oh,
teams are
yeah.
called.
Hulkamania or whatever. Yeah.
Watched my fair share. of
Sting is way
WWE.
cooler than
Mhm.
that guy.
Go as a gravedigger.
We should be
It's Bloodborne for Italians. John, shut the fuck up.
I feel like the Lies of P comic can't be a good thing.
Hulk Hogan, kind of a trash person.
That makes sense. He
Makes
seems
sense.
super
He
conservative.
seems like he would say something.
He looks like he definitely lives in Florida and agrees with everything there.
Yeah, he does seem like a Floridian.
Yeah. I think it's the leather
Hard to
skin
say,
too.
but not the only worst I don't know what I was gonna say. Banthony.
That's all you have to say.
Yeah, I think I can
That's
give them the
enough.
parts and they can put it together themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean,
Give
chat?
them Anthony in Florida and then they'll let their minds wander.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to now.
Who's your favorite wrestler?
Sting.
Sting!
Why are you not listening?
We're thinking about that he plays fantasy football.
He hangs out with Dog the Bounty Hunter and tells people to go with Christ. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. I want a
But
shirt that
do
says
you go
that
with
with
Christ?
Jesus going like this. Or maybe
Oh,
like
yeah.
with some wicked glasses on.
That would be
That'd be
hype.
fucking cool.
And he's in like, yeah.
uh-huh.
He's like jacked.
Hell yeah,
instead-
brother.
instead of-
Yeah,
yeah.
with like a cutoff.
And it's like he's got like a spray
Let's take that down a
tan.
little bit. Yeah, that'd be sick. I think make it happen. Would that be good merch? Would that be too irrelevant to be merch? Sunday, Sunday. You know what? I should just make my merch not sandwich related, just some like sick ass
Yeah.
Sick ass tees.
Just some dope graphic tees.
Dope ass graphics. Bloody Christ.
Go with Christ.
Yeah. No, the body of Christ, and it's just Christ fucking ripped.
Here's how to get the body of Christ.
Body of Christ workouts.
It's like those TikToks that are like, here's how to get the body of this anime character.
Oh,
And it's
true.
like, you mean the literal impossible body?
Yeah.
You mean like the 28-inch waist with
Yeah.
like with Arnold Schwarzenegger shoulders?
When I was working in the barbershop, I had this girl come in and she would not let her boyfriend tell me anything about the haircut. And she showed me a picture of an anime character. And I
He's
said,
talking to another woman.
I said, Miss Girl, he was like, would not look
You
at
were in
me.
the same room as him. What if
I
you're
know.
dating?
No, it's true. What if my boobs came out on accident and then he saw them? No, she showed me a picture of an anime haircut, and I said, Miss Girl, that isn't real hair. So what do you want me to do here? And she was like, well, this is just kind of an inspiration. And I was like, I'm going to inspire you to pick another photo or else leave.
Hair doesn't do that.
It doesn't do that.
She just shows you Kakashi's hair, and she's like, "Hey, make his hair do this."
It was
It's like, well,
it
his
was
hair
unreal.
is black and it is
Well, it was a picture
straight.
of like red hair, and I was like, no. Super Saiyan. Yeah, it was wild. It was wild. And she like, they came in together a couple times, and every time she would like, and she did it in such an annoying way because I'm used to like moms or partners being a little bit like over the top clingy with the haircut.
Uh-huh.
But she would do this thing where he would sit down and I would start to ask him what he wanted, and she would kind of do this, like,
Hover, the critiquing hover. Oh my
and
god!
I would be like,
Can I? Yeah. How can I help you?
do you want to get in here? You want to just,
You got it.
yeah, it's, pop off, queen. I'll go to lunch.
I was expecting you to do the thing that like DoorDashers do.
Mm-hmm.
To where they walk up to you with a picture of the hair, say no words, and just go.
Yes. And then you go, yes, that's a haircut. That's a person. Great job. Yeah, nothing hits worse than trying to cut somebody's hair and them showing you a picture of a haircut that's their inspo that is anything similar to their type of hair.
Yeah, they got like the classic straight
Yeah.
oily
Yes.
hair, and they're like, I want this
Yes.
super curly.
Yeah, it's like, oh, cool. We're gonna bust the perms out. Okay, I'm gonna go grab my trimmers that are upstairs.
Chat, who has the best anime hair? And don't say spooky. Because I mean like an actual anime character. Not a human. Yu-Gi-Oh? That's not bad. Mob Psycho. SpongeBob. That's not anime. Ghibli. Google, show me this guy.
Made a profound discovery.
What is the discovery?
I've made a profound discovery, chat, and after some self-reflection in the mirror upstairs, I realized that I am wearing my shirt backwards today. So I just wanted to be upfront and transparent about that and make sure that people don't think that I have a very short neck, that my hairline or my neckline is just raised a bit.
Maybe it looked okay because you have the mic on.
Yeah, well, it actually kind of creates a little bit of a better hold there.
Yeah, it was intentional.
Okay, this is called the Peanut. It's by Wall. It is cheap and it is effective, but it is loud. So
It looks like it's
Um,
designed to do something else.
yeah, well, a little pocket size. It is, yeah. It's actually
Brought to you by Manscaped. This is the Peanut.
the Peanut. Peanut was my nickname in high school. Okay, good. That's good for you.
Is it?
Well, the peanut in this situation means short but effective. So
I guess effective. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's a good thing.
my job could possibly get done quickly. Yes.
Well, depending on how sharp it is,
Mhm.
you could probably get a lot of things done quickly.
True. It's so loud. It sounds like a don't know. It just sounds very loud.
It is pretty loud.
Mhm.
But it's short and effective.
Short and effective. Just like your mom.
My mom is actually relatively tall.
Oh, my mom's
So,
short.
well, my mom could freaking beat up your mom in a freaking.
My mom's actually a 3rd-degree black belt.
My mom couldn't beat up your mom. Your mom beat the hell out of my mom.
Yeah. Did you know that I took
That's really cool,
I
actually. that your
took
mom's a black belt.
I took karate for 8 years.
That's sick.
Hmm
What'd you get to?
I've got to brown belt,
Wow. That's hype.
which is the belt before black belt.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's actually sick.
Yeah.
You should like fight in the MMA.
I should fight
You should fight. Like in
battle.
a setting.
like a battle.
Yeah, like a battle of
Strength.
of physical
This.
strength and dexterity.
Mhm. That would be pretty cool and awesome of me to do that.
I think it'd be really brave.
It'd be really brave.
And I think you could do it. I think if you
I could
really
do it.
like dedicated yourself, I think you could pull something like that off.
Imagine if there was a content creator fighting event. That would
That
be crazy.
would be sick. That I can't believe no one thought of that.
Mhm. It is kind of funny that like content creators like
Just fight each other
just
now.
want to fight each other.
Yeah.
You know, it's like we've got like Logan Paul, we've got like all these different fighting events.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's just because it's like more exciting. Like if they were gonna make a content creator like basketball event, like there'd be some people that would be into that. But hey, stop licking your butt. But there's just the primal fighting. Watching people fight each other is just cool.
It's a spectator sport.
Yep.
Well, they did that really big soccer one, right, for charity or whatever.
Did they? Oh, the Mr. Beast.
The
one?
Mr. Beast
Was
thing.
it Mr. Beast in it, or was it a Mr. Beast event?
Maybe both.
Oh.
I don't know. There were a lot of people in it though.
Yeah, there was.
Oh, it was
Like,
Sidemen.
big
Yeah, it
names.
was a Sidemen event.
I don't know what that is.
The Sidemen on YouTube.
Nope.
What?
Never heard of them.
There's no way.
Sidemen.
The Sidemen. They're like
Never heard of
they're
them.
like massive on like KSI and
I've
like
heard of KSI, but I don't have any idea what they do.
I actually don't know either. I think they just like they just like make videos of things. That's kind of wild though, because they're like one of the bigger. I feel like they're one of the bigger YouTube. I guess because they are like British, they probably have a more British audience.
Yeah, I don't.
Or, like,
I
EU
don't fuck with
audience.
British people.
Yeah. They sound funny.
Mm-hmm. That's a joke. I watched a video. I can't remember the name of the channel, but it's like these two guys that do like paranormal stuff. They were at a party that I was at recently, and Jordan was like, "Oh, that's these two guys. They do paranormal stuff." And I was like, "Oh, cool." Sam and Colby, I think.
Hmm.
And so I watched them yesterday, and it was Tommy Innit and Jack Manifold.
Hmm.
It's pretty good.
Sam, can you
What?
answer John's question? He's got a question.
Do you think you could beat every content creator if they were unnamed,
Unarmed and you had a
unarmed,
gun.
and I had a gun? I don't know, dude.
But they all run at you at the same time.
What kind of gun?
Yeah, what are they running at me in a straight line?
Because it could be like a old school, like
Like a
the
musket?
one that I have to, like
Yeah.
a musket, you
you
know?
gotta like pack
Like
it.
I don't even think I could take one, a flare
A
gun.
flare gun. Well,
Yeah.
definitely not.
Give me
I could-
gasoline.
Yeah. Infinite ammo? Wait, but you have to reload a
Yeah,
flare
dude,
gun.
but infinite ammo for a musket is basically like one ammo.
Yeah, infinite ammo for a flare gun
Would you
doesn't do
rather have
anything.
infinite ammo or
And no guns.
and no gun
Or
Or-
infinite guns
and one
but no guns.
bacon?
1 billion lions versus every content creator.
That's good.
That is good.
That is good stuff.
Do you think every person on Earth could beat 1 billion lions?
That's like 8 billion people.
Yeah, but they're lions.
So it's 8 people per one lion.
You think a lion could take out 8
Do you
people?
think 8 people could take one lion?
It depends on what they're equipped with. If it's just their hands, there's no way.
Fists and their fingernails haven't been cut in like months.
There's no way.
Mm-hmm.
You can't get to that
Are
high.
we naked, John? I don't think that. I don't think
If you're
that-
naked, it could be like an intimidation factor.
Of the lion?
Yeah.
Like, do you think the lion's gonna be
They'll
like,
be
oh no,
intimidated.
cock and balls?
Exactly. That's what they-
Huh. Okay. I'm putting it in a
Rear naked choke.
Lions don't give a fuck. Yeah.
100 people aged 1 to 100 versus 100 lions aged 1 to 100.
That is so stupid.
Lions only live to like 20 something, I think.
Imagine like an 85-year-old lion versus 8 people. It's
Yeah. Well, like it's just dead already.
it's getting torn apart like focaccia bread.
Like the last like 80 fights are instant
Okay,
W's.
Let me loop it back around. Politicians
Fight
each other
lions.
because
We're not going to the same place.
yeah. Okay, that's fine. That one actually makes more sense. You have to fight well because then there's not a discrepancy. If you are running for political office, you have to fight a lion.
Fight a lion in front of everyone. It's like a
Yeah.
coliseum.
That's good. That's why don't they let me run the country?
1 billion politicians versus every Pokemon.
8 billion Joe
John, you don't know
Bidens
how many,
versus one
but
house
do you know
cat.
how many a billion people is? Versus one house.
Where are you gonna put them?
Mitch McConnell versus water.
A house cat.
Mitch McConnell versus the sun.
A hamster. Creator Clash 2024. Mitch McConnell versus the sun.
Mitch McConnell
And by
versus
sun, we mean
gravity.
Hunter Biden. God, that's funny. Why we should ask politicians if they want to be in Creator Clash. Because they are creators. They're creating a horrible economy for the future generations.
They're creating trauma
Yeah.
for the next generation.
Yeah, give me the fucking wheel. I'll drive this bitch.
Mitch McConnell versus a mirror.
Oh no.
All the Pokemon versus Mitch McConnell.
I love a rigged Supreme Court for 50 years. It really is kind of like
Okay, 1 billion Supreme Courts versus one lion.
why do they call it the Supreme Court?
Because it's supreme.
No, it's not.
Do they all wear supreme?
The Supreme Court. It's just like
Dripped out.
oh no. Filibuster.
The Supreme
Filibuster
Court.
and nut. I hate myself.
Damn, baby, file a case for dismiss. The Supreme Court versus one treadmill.
Yeah. That's true. We have to do the mile in PE. Like maybe they should have to do the mile.
Yo, we should make them go through the FitnessGram Pacer test.
We should, yeah.
Or just like, you know, remember all the tests you had to do in like middle school and
Like
stuff? Where you had to do
the-
like the flexed arm hang and like the
Oh yeah, there was
the
a lot of
pacer
weird
and
ones.
like all that stuff. We should make them go through those physical tests before.
And, I like it's kind of a weird test to do because what do they do with that information? Like they just go, okay,
They tell you if you're obese or not.
I guess. Like I never got
They
any
just
like
use it to shame
results.
children.
They just were
That's
like, yeah,
literally
you
all they do.
still can't do a pull up. Nice job.
They're like, wow, last year 2, this
yeah,
year
it's not like
3.
they trained
Good
me
job,
to get better
loser.
at it. They were just like, cool, your mile is still 13 minutes.
And then the
Let's
PE coach
fucking go.
uses it to scout.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, hey, you think about baseball.
Yeah, but then every day in the lunch gymnasium, they'd be like, "Hey, here's the military, by the way. Do you
By
want to
the
do some
way."
push-ups for a bottle?"
You guys have that too?
Yep.
They would bring like that bar out,
Yeah.
and they're
They
like,
would-
if you could do 10 pull-ups, I'll suck you off right here.
They're like, "Listen, we have a deal for you. You sign away your rights to the military, and we give you a hydro flask."
It's like a Nalgene. It's not an
Exactly.
flask. You get one U.S. Army Strong T-shirt.
True.
That
and
doesn't
we-
fit you.
we get to have you in the military.
And we get 4 years of your life.
Yeah.
Sound like a fair deal?
Deal? That sounds good. And then you're a 17-year-old kid, and you're like, "Oh, fuck yeah, dude."
Exclamation point enlist.
That would be something John would legitimately
That
have
would
in his
actually be
chat.
really funny. It just links to the army website.
That would be unreal.
That would be so funny.
But not the US Army. It's just there's a randomizer.
Other armies.
It's the randomizer, and every time you click on it, you get a different country's
It's the army of North Korea.
Yeah, they're like, what? Get in there, bud.
John did do that.
You didn't do that? Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, of course he did. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Caitlin thought she was in John's chat.
Yep. Sign me up
The
for Salvation Army. BTS Army. You're like, yes.
K-pop army.
Yes.
Oh, let's go.
Let's go.
I got so lucky.
Let's go. I'm a K-pop fan now.
What if that's how the army was? It was like when you go to the army office and sign up, you just like get randomized, put into.
Just throw you in a random.
Yeah, they just pick you. They just pick a country for you.
Next Point Crow video. I joined the army, but I don't know
I don't
which
know
one.
which one.
They dropped me in a random country, and I get to guess which army I joined. The army lottery. Yeah, that'd be kind of wild.
Yeah.
Huh. Things would be different.
Would be different.
I don't
And
know.
then each country has like draft picks.
So it's like when
I've
when
been
there's-
scouting this kid
you,
since he was.
you don't just get people from your own country, you get people from the whole world, and then they draft.
They draft them.
They're like, that guy looks like he kicks some ass. Next rainbow video, GeoGuessr, but you get dropped in a random army place. Yeah, that's good. Good stuff.
Egypt is now on the clock. They have 2 minutes to make their selection.
That's awesome.
So good. This just in, Colombia trades up with Mexico for pick 15.
That would be awesome. That'd be so, that would just everything. Just
That would be beautiful.
Yeah. How we looking from the front? What are the vibes with the haircut?
What are our thoughts?
Because we are
I can't see.
itching
Adam
to-
Silver announces the military drive. And with the 12th pick for the Japanese Navy, the Japanese Navy selects.
Yeah. I should just turn the witching hour into haircut. Like I should just roll it
Just
into
do,
haircut.
yeah, just do haircuts instead.
The only reason I haven't done that is because like I am afraid that like the whole licensing thing would get weird, but I'm not charging money. You know what I mean? Like I think if I was charging money for haircuts, like that'd be one thing, but since they're free, I don't.
Is
think
that, oh, is that
so.
like a thing? Because you have to have
I
like, a
don't
license to cut it
know.
and stuff?
Yeah, because I'm licensed in Oregon, but I'm just literally like doing a haircut for free. So I think it's.
Yeah.
I'm not. It's not like I have a business that I'm running.
You're not like calling yourself,
Yeah.
what's it, a beautician?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cosmetologist
Oh,
if it's
okay.
all of them, but I'm not. I
Oh,
don't
got
have
it.
the license to all of them. But I guess it's. I worked as a barber for like 8 years, and I don't have a barber license. I have a hairstylist license.
I see.
Which is
the
it's just a
difference?
barber license, except I can do like color and perms and
Oh,
chemical
okay.
services. So a barber's license is just kind of like not a full hair stylist.
What are those tip screens on your phone? Tip, please.
Yeah, just
Which-
like the
just like
Apple
whichever
thing.
one.
Yep, just whichever one you want, and I like look away.
It's like 30%, 45%.
I'm gonna start doing that like during tipping instead of like you know how they always look away for politeness. I'm gonna
Yeah.
be like.
You like you hold it so that it's covering the two smallest options.
Yeah, I like put my fingers in front of the
Yeah,
small
you like hold
one.
it like this.
Uh-huh. Yeah, exactly. Like, don't look at those ones. They're not. Pick one. Yeah, exactly. It looks pretty good.
Yeah, I can't
only
see it, but
beef
I'm
is that-
happy with it.
Yeah, my only beef is that I usually like fade the back down a lot, which it looks fine. I just had to block it because I don't have my normal clippers, but
Yeah.
it still looks better than.
I mean, here's the
better than
thing. Everybody
super
else
cuts.
sees it more than I do. So if you guys
Yep.
think
I
it
could,
looks
I
fine.
could give you the Ludwig and just buzz your head. Didn't he
Oh,
dye his
man.
hair green too? Did I
Did
see
he?
that?
Did he do that?
I don't know. It might have been the 10-minute thing.
Mm.
They look away. I've never had one person look away. They just stare at me. Oh,
They do all the
mine always
time.
kind of just like maybe it's an Oregon thing. Maybe in California it's more like cutthroat.
They just stare right at you.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure Cutie loves that. When I was in middle school, I broke up with my middle school boyfriend because he dyed his hair blue.
Seems like a minor overreaction, but
I think I might have already not liked him. Maybe it was coming and that was the
Yeah.
last straw. But it's I don't know.
like you
Pop
know
off
what
your
you
face.
wanted. Pop off. That's
Listen,
is
I
that
knew what I
Slay?
wanted, and it was not the blue hair. I don't know. I don't know what happened. Sorry, Derek. I think you're great at
But
quarterback
that
in high
just- the
school
blue
and
hair-
all of the things you've done since then. There's so many of them.
Everything else about him is perfect.
Yeah,
you
it's
just you just
the
don't
blue
like
hair.
him for some reason.
I'm so sorry.
it's the blue hair.
so
I can't.
sorry.
I just can't do it.
The eating oatmeal story is my favorite. Oh yeah, I had another boyfriend. His name was Ian, and I wanted to break up with Ian, and so I made him drive to my house. And I went outside and I was eating oatmeal because it was morning. And I sat outside and I broke up with him on my front porch while I was eating oatmeal. And then I just went back inside. And my mom was like, "What was that?" And I was like, "Oh, I just had to go do
Just
something."
had to go handle some business.
Yeah, I didn't even stop. I just barreled through my oatmeal.
That is hard.
Yeah, true. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Oatmeal, you know what?
That's
And I
pretty-
still have oatmeal for breakfast, so it didn't even
Yeah.
it didn't even soil the waters.
Who lost out? Because she
Mhm.
still has her oatmeal.
I still have my oatmeal.
And what do you got, Ian?
What do you got? Where is he now?
Where are you now, Ian?
God, a where are
Not
they
eating
now
oatmeal.
segment
I
for
bet you.
my
I bet you. I
ex-boyfriends
bet
would
you
be
ruined
funny.
oatmeal for him.
Yeah,
probably
I bet
never-
I ruined it for him. Yeah,
He might have never eaten oatmeal again.
that is cold. I don't think I have any other. That's the coldest breakup story.
What about
that
the
I've ever had.
What about the pita ball pit?
Okay, so it wasn't a ball pit. It was a pita pit, and I got dumped in a pita pit. So David, wherever you are, go fuck yourself.
Cook yourself and go eat oatmeal.
Yeah, I hope that you enjoy your pita pit, because that's ruined for me. Not
Do
eating.
they have pita pits here?
I don't know. I think it's an Oregon thing.
Oh.
I'm
Sam took
trying
a
to-
dump in
no,
a
I
ball
didn't.
pit.
I
at
got
PETA.
dumped in a pita.
Sam ate pita bread and then dumped in a ball pit
Okay.
with her ex.
Yes.
Sam shit in a ball pit.
Idiot.
What did the ball pit do to you?
What did it do to me? I don't have any other great breakup stories. Everything else was pretty mild. Actually, I got dumped once because I wasn't religious enough. So, and I
That's
also,
crazy.
unrelated, have a cross tattoo. So, I've clearly handled that well.
Unrelated.
So, Taylor, wherever you are, fuck off as well. Sorry.
Sunday, Taylor.
It was like a year later. Like he got a new girlfriend.
Yeah.
And I was like, this was so like, I was so over it, and I hadn't even thought about him in like forever. Maybe it was like I think it was further. It was more embarrassing. It was like 2 years, maybe 3
You're
years.
like a little hurt.
So it was like I hadn't even thought about it. And then I just saw on Instagram, we got a new girlfriend, so I clicked on her profile, and I was scrolling, and I was like, oh wow, like she's cute, like whatever. I accidentally liked a really, really old one. Like a really old one.
no.
And it was so embarrassing. And I was like, do I unlike it? Or she's still going to see the alert. And then she's going to go to the picture.
Oh. Oh, it's so bad. You should have said go with Christ.
I should have said, GG's.
Yeah.
Like, nice job.
You think he said that when, like, on the cross?
Probably.
Like, ha, GG, go,
GG's.
GG, go next.
Nice.
And then
Hell yeah.
he literally went next.
Judah, GG's. Okay, go check it out in the mirror over there.
All right.
I'll hold your
Here you
mic.
go.
Double mic'd all the way. Sorry, Chad, I'm gonna hold this out here so you don't hear me twice. What a huge bullet you dodged. That looks okay? Nice. Big.
As long as the hair was cut.
Oki's in the tent. Oki is in the tent, yeah.
Aw.
Cool.
I took a funny picture in there. I'm going to post on Twitter after this.
Oh, good. Do that. Well, this is the damage. I
Look
forget
at
where they
that.
got it on the carpet. It's
You
like
guys see all that
there's
hair? Look at
Yes,
that.
I wanna see
You
all
guys
that
can
hair.
see all of it.
What time is it? Oh, 8:30. Nice. I have half an hour to sit and talk to chat.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm. Might walk out of. Actually, the good thing is I don't have to walk you out.
Yeah, I can
because
just
that's when
walk
we
right
park
out.
on the street.
And I get to go stop off at the Crows to
The
drop things
Crows.
off.
God damn it.
Because, you know, because Batman never sleeps.
Yep.
And I'm just like him.
That is true. Such a cute baby. Yeah, she's enjoying her time. She actually doesn't sleep in there very often because I don't like her to because I don't want to get it hairy, even though I can wash it. I
Yeah.
just know that some people
Kind
are
of a
allergic
hassle
to dogs.
like,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, all right. Oh, man, this is a great angle for you guys, huh?
I know. I think you have to stand like here. This is, guys. This has been Adam. I'm gonna sit and chat with you guys for a bit to.
This has been
Uh,
Sam's
hang out.
ex-wife
Mm-hmm. This is
Thank
Sam's
you.
ex-wife signing off.
signing off. Thank you for the haircut. Thank you for
Yes,
the
of course.
hospitality chat.
Good doing business with you.
Good doing
This
business
was
with
an
you.
unofficial episode of the Witching Hour. So congratulations.
All right, here you go.
Thank you. I appreciate it in return. Everybody say bye.
Bye.
Yeah, I would walk you out, but I don't. I don't have to. Cool. And I'm gonna talk to chat for a little bit longer. I'm gonna sit on this stool like a comedian.
Nope, you're good. It's kind of a little bit symbolic. Like I sit in the hair, the the proof of my labors. Cool. Kind of like the placenta. You know what I mean? Like you cut G. Yeah. The ritual cycle. Something's kind of slick about this. Just sitting in front of. I have no chat on the screen, no alerts, just one camera, one woman, two eyes, two. Do you have one ovaries or do you have two ovaries? I'm pretty sure there's two. Ex-wives, am I right? Yeah. Look at that. Yeah, she's sleeping. Do you guys want to know who's on the witching hour on Friday? I was gonna announce it today, but I didn't because I forgot. One cup, two, one woman, two cups. Yes, please. As if you guys don't already know, if you haven't guessed. Looks like you're about to film an apology. This does look like an apology video, a little bit. Yeah. Yes. I literally was gonna announce it today, but I just totally forgot to make the poster, so I'll have to whip out a poster. Who could it be? So on Friday we're going to be having Doug on the witching hour, which will be really cool. And half of it is gonna be normal witching hour, and then I'm also gonna cut his hair. So yeah, it'll be cool. It's not Jerry Seinfeld. I don't think anybody wants that. But I did yoink his show. Wednesday we're doing creators on cam getting coffee. We're gonna try to get eggs Benedict, but if we don't, I won't die. But I don't know who is gonna go with me. I haven't asked anybody yet, so I'll find somebody and see if they want to go do that on Wednesday. That'll be good. Yeepers. How'd you guys like the haircut segment? Was it fun? I think what I'm going to do next time is I'm going to get 2 lav mics because the lav mics kind of work with each other to not double instead of doing this, because as much as I like this, it's just not it. It's very funny. I had a blast. So I am going to be like a broken record. I cut hair for like almost 8 years. And the cool thing about talking to people while you're cutting their hair is that you are in their personal space, so they immediately feel a little bit more comfortable, and you're not standing in front of them looking at them. You're kind of just like floating around them. And so people get really comfortable and they are good conversation while you're cutting their hair. You look like you cut hair with your eyes closed. I'm going to have to like right now order. Okay, stop. I'm going to have to like right now like order a plug-in for the clippers. Hold on. Hello. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to order a plugin because they sent me the wrong plugin. I probably ordered it wrong, to be honest with you. I think that's what happened. Yeah, it was fun. Good stuff. Okay, so it is 8:30. I'm gonna hang out with you guys probably until 9. I know that this is like a really mega short stream, but this was kind of just a test just to make sure that everything worked. I don't think that I'm going to run the witching hour on my PC because it seems like the PC just has like a bunch of problems, and I plugged this all in like 2 seconds and it worked fine. So, we're going to run everything off of my laptop, which will be fine because then when I go to Oregon, I'll just be able to take my laptop and everything will be good. Hello, Sam. How's it going? Invite Cutie to breakfast. That would be fun. If she wants to, that'd be good. I would love to have her on. She's busy as fuck. It's one of those things where it's like in a second I would have her on, but she's just so busy that I don't want to invite her and then have her have to say no cuz she's too busy and then feel bad. You know what I mean? She works so much. Yeah, there's like I don't know about you guys, but I don't know whether it's better to invite people that you know are busy so that they feel invited, or if it's better to not invite people when you know they're busy because you don't want them to have to say no and then feel sad that they told you no. You get what I'm saying? All the events she's got her hands in has got to take up so much time. She also has her hands in events that like you guys don't know that she has her hands in events, you know? Just like other people's things too, so it's not just like her own stuff. It's just kind of like all over. How about Jarvis? Jarvis would be great. Jarvis has Sad Boys. And so I'm a little bit intimidated. I kind of want to wait until the podcast is in like a more stable place, because I'm not trying to have somebody on that has a really successful podcast to my podcast that I'm still figuring out simple tech issues, you know? I think it's better to extend the invite even if you know they can't make it. True. Nothing wrong with inviting them. If they say no, you can just say the invitation is open for whenever they can. Yeah, true. True. I should actually text Jarvis though and see if he wants to do the coffee thing. That would be fun. I haven't seen him for a while. I was getting ice cream, but then Adam's hair looked so good and you did so well. Thank you. It was not my best haircut because, again, the clippers that I like to use, I don't have the power cord for. The clippers that I like to use have a little dial on the side that makes the clipper blades do this. So you can kind of get the in-between lengths. So yeah, Caroline would be great. Yeah. Get Ethan and make it the Witching Leak podcast. That sounds gross, but I'm sure that would be fun. Invite Hassan. I don't even think he knows who I am, and I've met him like 4 times. So he might at this point. I don't think he knows my name. Hi, Mom. Cyril, thank you for the 50. I don't have alerts on this thing, so I don't have the. I can, but I don't have the alert. But I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for the 50. It's really nice. And I'm really sweaty. When will the witching hour be? It will be on Friday. I need to look at my DMs and see what time I nailed down with Doug. I think I said 7:30, but I don't know that. And I need to send him the Google Doc, because I have a Google Doc that I send my guests basically asking about boundaries, because I don't want to ask them a question about something they're not comfortable talking about and then have them have to maneuver that. Because most podcasts record off stream. There are not a whole lot of podcasts that do it live. So I don't want to get into a tisty situation. But with Doug, I'm sure that he's a, you know what I mean? Hello, Scootish. I watched your stream for quite a while today. I hope it was good. I was making a thumbnail for my new YouTube video, which I think the thumbnail for the YouTube video, I remade the thumbnail for the YouTube video on the main channel, and then I made a thumbnail for the YouTube video on the side channel. Look at me, by the way, popping off and putting 2 YouTube videos out in 2 days on both of my channels. Just kind of suck my own dick here. So yeah, I made, and they're both decent thumbnails, I think. I'm never fully satisfied, but never fully satisfied. Yeah. Main channel videos are good. Also, if you're a Patreon subscriber, your name is in the main channel video. So yeah. Which channel is the side channel? It's called Sandwich Live, which it's one of those links in that command. I was shocked that they were both incredible. Thanks. I did really like the playthrough, which, like, full disclosure, I don't watch gaming like Let's Plays. I don't watch them. They cannot. I've never ever watched a Let's Play that's ever held my attention. Not to diminish the quality of what they are, but it is just not something that holds my attention. So that's why I don't make very many of them. But this game truly is good, and there was not a whole lot of videos out on it, and I just think it's gonna pop the fuck off, so I couldn't help myself. Dive into that VOD yesterday. Yeah, I did. I dived right into it. Big F for the stream, or just what? I really think that game is going to get some big attention. I would bet you guys, like, I don't have money. I would bet you guys that Markiplier plays it in the next, not necessarily posts a video, but maybe in the next, like, 10 days. I would be shocked. Posted this in Discord for you, but Sheebs played it today. Did she? Oh, that's good. I sent it to Datoon, and I think Datoon might be playing it tonight. He said he was gonna. I texted him right after stream. Yeah. She's a workaholic. I am a workaholic. Yesterday, so after I post a YouTube video, I usually give myself 24 hours to not do anything that I don't want to do, so that I don't get burnt out, which is kind of a thing I do a lot. If I do anything that takes a lot of work, I decide how much time after that I'm going to allow myself, and it makes it a lot easier for me to finish tasks. Because I know I don't have to immediately go on to the next thing. So I usually will give myself 24 hours and say, like, okay, like, I posted this YouTube video. Tomorrow I'm going to just relax, maybe do some cleaning, stuff that doesn't mentally drain me, and then we'll keep it going. Logan played it yesterday. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. That was such a good video. It was such a short turnaround. Thank you. I appreciate that. Been on Twitch in a while. First stream tonight and enjoying the content. Thank you. This is very different than what I normally do. If you're new to the channel, I usually I don't even know what I do. I do all kinds of stuff. I usually do weird indie games. I do IRL streams. I have a podcast that I host a couple times a month. And I do a lot of just chatting and like React content. So I kind of dip my toes in a lot of things. Maybe too many things. Might be building out a little too wide and not tall enough. Variety streamer. Truly a true variety streamer. Can I time myself out? Of course you can. She does not. And I also do non-specific workout classes, which I didn't go to today because my non-specific workout class coach couldn't do it at the time that I usually do. And then he offered up other times and I didn't do them even though I probably could have, which is not good. But since I've been training, I've only missed 3 days, which is big. Also, eggs Benny, yes. We need to make eggs Benny. After watching that video, I've realized that I don't think it's too difficult. Don't let your dreams be dreams. True. So true. Hello, welcome in, Gregor. How much do you weigh compared to extra Emily for unspecific reasons? The same. Allegedly, unspecifically, for unspecified reasons. The exact same from what we discovered. So, not for any reason. Did we decide? Oh, I missed the message. No, we didn't decide on the movie. Do an IRL stream with Dad and make eggs Benny. We could do that. Yeah, that'd be fun. I'm always torn if a stream in my house is an IRL stream. I kind of like divided if it's on my IRL stream setup. If you were to verse her an unspecific mental game, who would you win? I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't know. Technically, yeah. I guess it is. I mean, any stream, I guess, could be an IRL stream. I think maybe gaming streams are the only thing that are not. You know what I mean? Talking about Eggs Benedict. That's me, baby. I love Eggs Benedict. I love it. The first time I had Eggs Benedict was back in May, when Brody was here the first time. And I got Eggs Benedict because he was like, you should get it. And I was like, I've never had it before. And apparently it was not good. I loved it. I had it and I was like, oh, that's so tasty. And then he tasted it and he was like, that's not a very good Eggs Benny. So then I was on a roll and I needed to find a good one. And I think I have found good ones. You guys are coming out of the woodworks for Eggs Benny. Love it. Can't eat Eggs Benedict. Is this something you discovered recently or was this something you were just reminded of recently? Cause that sucks, dude. Do you know specifically what it is? Discovered yesterday. Do you know specifically what it is? I would imagine Eggs Benedict is probably pretty acidic, like pH wise. Eggs, but I'm happy for you. Thank you. When I was a kid, and by kid I mean up until about age 27, I always liked my eggs cooked just like no wetness. Like my scrambled eggs, I would almost like them to be kind of like starting to brown a little bit, like no wet. If they were wet at all, it grossed me out. And then I had breakfast once and they fucked up the eggs. They did them maybe sunny side up and I just said fuck it. So I just ate them that way and everything was different. Pesto in the sauce. See, I have a rough relationship with pesto. I like pesto, but when you have pesto in something, the whole thing tastes like pesto. And so I have a hard time eating pesto unless I want the dish to be a pesto thing. Yeah, you can't use a lot of pesto. It's just even a little bit. If I can taste it at all, the only thing that I really, really like pesto in is like a pesto pasta. But if it's in anything, yeah. I'm not a huge fan of the standard basil pesto. I can also imagine that pesto in a jar from the store and homemade fresh pesto with fresh basil is a completely different experience, I would imagine. Pine nuts for breadcrumbs. I love pine nuts. Love pine nuts. Love them. You can also make it fresh, which is much different. Yeah, I think fresh pesto probably is not too hard to make. It's just doing it, you know? I love pesto dipping bread. I made pesto pasta with homegrown snow peas and corn, and it was so good. Ooh, tasty. That sounds good. Homemade hummus also is really easy to make, but I don't. But it is easy to make. Sun-dried tomato pesto. Sun-dried tomatoes are also something that I have a weird relationship with. I think they're tasty, but if they're too big, I'm not having it. Okay, what movie are we gonna watch, chat? Because it is Movie Monday, and I'm sorry that this was such a short stream. Nothing was working on the main computer. I've decided that I'm going to probably, the main computer is fine. I'm not going to say there's nothing wrong with it, but I think I'm going to totally factory reset it. Pirates 4. That is a terrible choice. Whose hair did you cut? Adam. Pirates 1, Pirates 1, Pirates 1. Okay, the laptop has juice. The laptop's great. This laptop is as powerful as a lot of people's main PCs. It's great. There's no fourth Pirates movie. Nope. There is no fourth Pirates movie. There was 3 Pirates of the Caribbean movies, and that is it. That is it. Non-spooky is a good place to start sometimes. One that I always talk about, that every time I talk about it, you guys are like, oh, we want to watch it, is What We Do in the Shadows movie, which is one of my personal favorites that I love, which is a great movie. It's very funny. And I just think it's great. And if anybody hasn't seen it, I just am feral at the opportunity of showing people that movie. I've never seen it. Type 1 in chat if you've never seen What We Do in the Shadows, the movie. Yeah. Okay, that's actually a good amount of people. That's more, because I know we showed it in Discord a while back, but we've had a lot new people since then. Just pull the trigger on it? Yeah, fuck it, I'm just gonna do it. It makes it easy. What do you think of the show? I was really I talked a lot of shit about the show for a really long time. I used to just say it was bad, and then somebody showed me an episode of it, and I realized that the episodes that I had seen were just not great episodes. And I think it was the one with the guy that plays Luke Skywalker. What's the actor's name? It was the one with him in it. And it was really, really good. And I was like, oh, I think I might have made a mistake. Mark Hamill. Yep. He's a good actor. Yeah, and he doesn't really play a big part in that episode either. It was just kind of random. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, we're going to do that. And I'm going to clean up. And tomorrow is Tuesday, and I will be streaming tomorrow. Trying to think if there's anything that I'm doing tomorrow specifically other than just normal stream. Tomorrow, we probably will play more weird indie games because I have such such energy right now to get back in indie games after that one, even though I know nothing we could find would be as good as that one. I'm feeling motivated. It's a good time of year to be streaming indie games because horror indie games seem to be the most common, and it is getting to be October. So, yeah, the bar is really high now. It's real high. Will we play the other game from the creator of Cordosis? Yes, actually, let's do that tomorrow. Which is a great opportunity for me to say so we'll play that game. It's called Secrets of Adam or something like that. It is the first game made about 4 years ago by the creator that did the one we played. It pretty heavily implies trigger warnings for abuse, and I don't know what else. So just it's a really small game, and I would be really surprised if you could find specific ones online. So we're going to just kind of tread lightly with that one, but we are going to play it. I do want to play it. So just keep in mind if that's something that might not be your cup of tea, then maybe skip tomorrow's stream, but it might be a heavy one Can we put recommended games in the Discord? Yeah, there's a section called indie games that is a little bit buried, but I might pull that one back up. Or if you just put them in the games section. I don't know if anybody noticed, but there's a section of the Discord that I used to have called gaming news, and I changed it to just gaming. So it's just like all things gaming, like whether it's, you know, a clip of something that happened to you when you were gaming, a picture of something you want to share, gaming news, like anything gaming related kind of just is going to go in there. So yeah, soft fuckers. So we'll do that tomorrow. We'll play that game tomorrow and maybe others. I don't know how long it's going to be. We'll see. Well, maybe we'll research and see if we can find anything online about when episode 2 of Cordosis comes out, because I know for a fact that's going to be something that we're going to be chomping at the bit to play. I'm so excited. I mean, they had enough of like a next time on that I feel like it's got to be close. It's got to be close. Yeah, Sim, you got 12 more days. 12 more days. Okay, so here's the week. Tuesday, tomorrow, we're playing that indie game by that developer of the one we played yesterday. That was great. Wednesday, breakfast stream. Thursday, we're going to Hollywood Horror Nights IRL stream. Friday, Witching Hour with Doug. Saturday, I probably won't stream. Sunday is... Actually, I might stream Saturday because Sunday I won't stream. This will be the first time that I don't stream for a while, because Eric's stream is on Sunday. It's Eric has died, R.I.P. And me, Nandre, Cutie, Doug, they filled because Slime's not doing anymore, so Stans is going to be doing it. And I think that's it, unless I'm forgetting somebody. I don't know if I'm forgetting. Oh, Abby. I don't know if Abby's going to be doing roasting and being roasted. I think so. And then Eric. So, Sunday is at 5 o'clock, I think is when that is. So I may stream Saturday to make up for Sunday, because I won't be able to stream Sunday. And then Movie Monday and all that good stuff. I know, I'm bummed that Slime isn't going to do it too, because I had some pretty good roasts for him, but it's a busy time. And then next week is Spyrothon. I may not stream Saturday and Sunday because Spyrothon starts Monday, right? Question mark? You should go after Cutie in the roast. I have one particular roast for Cutie that is so deep cut that I am going to have a hard time delivering it. But one thing I'm going to repeat to you guys a million times over, because I don't care if anybody gets mad at me. I just don't want you guys to get mad at me. In the Discord, in Eric's Discord, we have all set our boundaries. We have said, you can make fun of this. You cannot make fun of this. Here's some ideas of what you can make fun of me for. Here's some things that I do not want you to talk about. So anything I say during the roast, I know it might be really rough. I want you guys to just, like, we're good. Can they roast us mods? Yeah, sure. Thursday Universal, Friday Witching Hour, Sundays Eric's roast, Mondays Spyrothon. Yeah, so actually I might take Saturday, Sunday off because I'll be live, like, probably, I'm gonna guess that the Spyrothon will take 3 days. So you guys will have Modcast, which will be fun. The mods will be able to talk to you guys. They can play YouTube videos when they get sleepy. I might have some other streamers permitted. I'll probably just, like, tell some streamers, like, if you want to pop in and do this, like, Soup can pull you in and set you up. I think I'm gonna give her a team viewer. I don't think she'll need it, but I'll give it to her anyways. Taskmaster Cozy Time, sure. Yeah, you guys can play those. I don't care. So that will be that'll be Spyrothon, which will be cool. And then so Spyrothon will go, and then I'm trying to think if I have anything after Spyrothon before I leave. And I'll still be streaming from Oregon. But I'm gonna take a day to drive down there. Yep. That'll be great. Okay, so it's, what time is it right now? It's basically 9 o'clock. How about 9:15? So if you guys want to load into the Discord, 9:15 we're gonna be watching What We Do in the Shadows, the movie. and then stream tomorrow and stream Wednesday and stream Thursday and stream Friday and then maybe no stream Saturday, maybe no stream Sunday, and then 3 straight days of streaming. And then yeah, so we've got a lot coming up. If you're not following, you should, because that, I think the next like week and a half of content is going to be like maybe potentially the most dynamic different. You're going to get something so different every single day. Yeah, it's a packed week. Sandwich fans are eating. Okay, who are we rating? What are we doing? I feel happy about it though. I get a little bit like sad when I don't have anything to do coming up, you know? I always need to have like a goal on the horizon. Okay, who are we rating? Bobby's live. I can rate Bobby. Let's rate Bobby. I don't know if there's anybody else that I need to even like look at. I don't get to raid Bobby too often. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah. Rating is always hard because I have to figure out where to go. Chat/raid Bobby Berm. The raid message is going to be Robert Burns, because I know that he recently went somewhere where they misspelled it and it was really funny. Cool. Thanks for hanging, guys. I appreciate it. I know it was a little bit of a scuffed stream, but I don't really care because it spices it up. So we're gonna go raid. Oh, is that 555? Oh, it went up a little bit. That would have been so cool. Sing the outro. I'm trying to remember how the song goes. It's just guitar, so it's not really. I'll just say the thing. Yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate it. Go check out the new YouTube videos. The main channel one and the side channel one. Chances are you probably will like one of them at least. I'll see you guys tomorrow, probably like 6:30 or something like that for stream. Go say hi to Bobby. And in case I don't see you, good afternoon. Good. Hold on. Oh God, wait. Is this my chat? Who am I in chat right now? Who am I in chat right now? Oh God. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to wait until you guys raid out organically because I think I'm signed in as Nandre on my thing, and so I can't make it happen. So, in case I don't see you. Time this perfectly. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Bye, guys.